Alrighty, everyone. It is time for our next segment. Talking about the Pro Management Portal when it comes to Teams Rooms. If you want to learn more about the Pro Management Portal and managing your Teams Rooms devices, come on down, take a seat, and we'll walk you through it. Michael Tresser at the back of the room, do you want to learn more about the Pro Portal? Priorities, I understand. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. My name is Andrew Higgs, and I am the AI-powered workplace lead for the Teams Rooms business in Asia. So I look after the partner ecosystem, working closely with our Microsoft partners, our AV partners, and also OEM partners as well that helps get Teams Rooms devices certified, plus also as well as working in the Microsoft Places space as well, and of course Teams events. That's all folds under that AI-powered workplace story. When we think about managing managing devices, Microsoft have many portals. We have many portals to manage our devices inside of our ecosystem. We're not just talking about Teams Rooms. You might have your laptops, your mobile devices, your personal devices. How are they managed? We've got obviously Microsoft Entra or Entra. This is all about the identity and access management for your teams for devices. Then we've got Microsoft Exchange. This is your calendaring and email. These are all different admin portals that you could be leveraging for your M365 environment. Then you've got obviously Endpoint with Microsoft Endpoint Manager when you're using things like Intune and being able to enroll devices at scale. And then finally, we've got the Teams Admin Center and the Pro Management Portal. You're probably looking at these and going, wow, Higgsy, that's a lot of portals that we've got to be able to manage with. But today, we're going to be consolidating a lot of this and talking about the power that comes with the Pro Management Portal. And this is really all about giving you the tools you need to be able to manage at scale your Teams Rooms devices. So what is the Pro Management Portal and what is it all about? Let's get my clicker going. There we go. Okay, so Teams Rooms Pro Management Portal is really all about making sure that you have everything you need in one place, in single pane of glass, to manage Teams Rooms devices. Now, currently today, what we are able to do is do a lot more than just managing devices. That's kind of like this monitoring and operations and updates layer, but we can do so much more. Everything from planning and inventory management. You might have workspaces inside your organization. You can use our wizards and planning tools to be able to understand, maybe I want to deploy more Teams Rooms. How could I do that? How are my meeting spaces being leveraged today? How many of them are Teams meetings? How many of them are just ad hoc meetings? Getting and understanding how these spaces are being leveraged. Then obviously we take that to the next layer. When you get a Teams Rooms device, you sign it in for the first time, it's going to phone home. It's going to land inside of the Pro Management Portal, allowing you to do device management. And with this, we can capture insights and actions and health of these Teams Rooms devices. And with that, we can then create actions and raise incidents and be able to actually use it as a ticketing system, more or less. We actually have third-party integration with ServiceNow as well. Updates management is a core function to how powerful the Pro Management Portal today. We've done an enormous amount of effort to move the management of Teams Rooms on Windows devices over to the Pro Management Portal and allowing you to leverage update rings and for you to be able to stage devices and you know, using you might have different rings for executives who get like 2 weeks until they get the updates, and then you might have 0 day for all your IT managed meeting rooms, then they get all the latest and greatest updates. You're able to use these update rings to be able to manage these devices in a controlled fashion. And then obviously you've got the reporting and analytics. You might want to understand how your meeting rooms are being leveraged, which rooms are being booked for Teams meetings, which ones are booked with oversubscribed capacity, which ones are being leveraged for just in-person meetings. And this helps us understand, well, we're getting lots of traffic on floor 7, and we probably want to extend more meeting rooms. Let's leverage level 6 and bring more meeting rooms that have amazing, great capabilities, such as Teams Rooms devices, into these meeting spaces. So it helps you give an insight inside your organization to be able to understand which spaces need more hardware, need more power, extending more beyond just meeting spaces and using the actual eyes and ears of a Teams Rooms device to power that Copilot brain, which we'll talk about more in just a moment. So, as I said before, the Pro Management Portal has a lot of power, has a lot of capability. Feel free to take a screenshot. I honestly recommend, because this is the value that you're extracting from the Pro Management Portal. We also have the ability to manage, if you're a Microsoft partner, we also have the ability to manage rooms on behalf of your customers as well. So I encourage you to come and talk to me about that after the session today, about how you might be able to achieve that. It's all about making sure that we have this single pane of glass for you as a customer to be able to have the ability to eliminate these devices going down for long, extended periods of time. We also have remote access as well. For your Teams Rooms on Windows devices, we can actually set you up so you have remote access to manage these Teams Rooms devices remotely. You could have Teams Rooms devices deployed, thousands and thousands of miles away, but you can then use the Pro Management Portal to gain remote access to those devices and be able to remotely assist and be able to see when devices are in a call and remotely troubleshoot all through our Pro Management Portal. The thing I love most about the Pro Management Portal is just really that insights and analytics. Everything from space utilization, people counting statistics, how Teams Rooms devices are being leveraged, types of meeting rooms that aren't equipped with AV hardware, how they're being leveraged and being managed as well. This actually comes into if you're using Microsoft Places in parallel with Teams Rooms devices, you have the ability to pull extra information around shared spaces, but also bookable spaces, and also understanding different behaviors and how people are actually booking these spaces out as well. The other thing, that, as I said before, for those I was to see a raise of hands, who knows about Microsoft Places and is using Microsoft Places? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a couple of you that are using Microsoft Places already, which is really great to see. Again, when we're under this, the analytics that we can extract from Microsoft Places is we can actually build some automation. Think about the ability to have the insights around how those spaces are being leveraged. You might have 10 floors in a building, and every Friday those spaces aren't being leveraged. So we use the Pro Management Portal, the spaces analytics, to be able to understand where can we save costs. You might be able to use less power or turn off the air conditioning or completely power down an entire floor, because you're getting the insights now of which spaces are being used on what days and peak pit periods of when they're actually being leveraged. So we use these analytics now to then take that information and take it to the next level of how we can actually save money now around electricity and aircon costs and so on. So one of the things that we obviously want to do now is help our customers get to that single pane of glass. Pro Management Portal has historically been that one place that you go to manage all your Teams devices. Now, currently today, Teams Rooms on Android devices are managed through the Teams Admin Center. Now, we are working hard, and in the future, we will be moving all of Teams Rooms on Android devices over to the Pro Management Portal, and that is obviously going to be our euphoria, our ideal state to have all of those Teams Rooms on Android and Windows managed in the same capacity. But right now, today, it is only Windows devices through the Pro Management Portal. Android is still inside of Teams Admin Center. But coming very, very soon, we're going to see the consolidation of both Android and Windows inside of the Pro Management Portal. One of the things I want to also highlight as well is really about the control that you have around enrolling your voice. This was something that we've been mentioning nearly in every single one of our presentations. And I'll get, again, show of hands, who has enrolled their voice inside of Microsoft Teams? Not many. So the great thing is that we're going to be changing this. And this is a really helpful tool, because inside of the Pro Portal, you're going to be able to see insights on how many people inside your organization have actually enrolled their voice. Because one of the bugbears of having Teams Rooms devices and now being able to do voice recognition is that not everyone's enrolled their voice. So I could be in a meeting with 5 of my colleagues who haven't enrolled their voice, but I have, And the transcript is saying that, yeah, Higgsy said this and Higgsy said that, but the conference rooms did all the other talking, but 5 other people did lots of other talking. So not because everyone didn't enroll their voice, we're not capturing all of the conversation. We don't know who said what. So we're going to change this. What we're going to do is introduce passive enrollment. Now, this is a really cool thing because it's having to enroll your voice. You have to go into Teams, you have to go to settings, you have to go to the recognition tab, then you have to click a button, then you have to read a script. We're talking about 9 different clicks here, and it's quite confusing, and not everyone is actually actively going to do that. So passive enrollment or express enrollment is really all about making sure that when you finish a meeting, we can give you a little pop-up that says, hey, you said a couple of words in this meeting. We can take this voice print and enroll your biometric data as long as you accept our terms and conditions. And then that we can use that voice print. You don't have to press 9 buttons and go through different menus. You just tick a box and you allow it, and it saves your voice profile, securely, of course. And so the next time that you attend a meeting, walk into that Teams meeting room, it will be able to identify you, making it so much easier to drive that adoption of voice enrollment. Now, as an admin, I can then go to the Teams admin center, the Pro Management Portal, and I can get the insights and analytics around who in my organization has actually enrolled their voice, which is actually going to help you drive that adoption to be able to make sure that more and more people, when they enroll their voice, they can be identified. And then when they're using things like Copilot, Copilot is being adopted heavily inside of EMEA, America, and the region that I work in is in Australia. Copilot adoption is through the roof. And so people are using Copilot, but when they're not enrolling their voice, we can't identify who said what inside of a meeting room. So this is all going to help drive that adoption of voice enrollment so that people can actually be identified inside of transcripts, inside of meeting rooms as well. All right, so let's talk about some resources. I would love for you to check out these resources. I'm going to share some of the links. You'll be able to access them at aka.ms/TeamsRoomsPro. And you'll be able to see here, we're obviously doing a number of updates to the Pro Management Portal on a regular basis. I don't want you to miss the opportunity when we bring Teams Rooms on Android devices over to the Pro Management Portal. We are building more and more capabilities to the Pro Management Portal so that it does become that single pane of glass. Now, we don't want to, obviously, we have no interest of, they get this question a lot. We understand that you have OEM devices and you have your OEM management portal. Think about the Teams Rooms Pro Management Portal as the application layer for, obviously, Microsoft Teams that's running on these devices. Whereas you're going to have your OEM management platform, which is more device-specific. So things like, you've got a number of OEM partners on display here with, you've got Logitech Sync and Neat Pulse and so on. These are where you're going to be, obviously, managing those device-specific. So the actual audio zoning of the microphones on those devices, or the video pickup range for your devices, and also any device-specific settings. That's going to be managed through, obviously, the OEM portal. What we're talking about with the Pro Management Portal is your application-specific, how Teams is actually being employed, the team settings, zero-touch provisioning. All of those features and functions are part of that Pro Management Portal. So please definitely check out this link. You'll be able to also find our Teams Rooms Tech Talk YouTube channel as well. If you go to YouTube and search Teams Rooms Tech Talk, that's where we're actually streaming this session here today is onto the Teams Rooms Tech Talk channel. Myself, Jimmy Vaughan, Michelle Bowman, Matt Slumka, we put up a lot of videos on the Teams Rooms Tech Talk channel. And every month we also do our we go deep with our expert series on a particular topic. Next week we're doing a ISE recap as well, but we'll also next month we're going to be going all deep on MDEP as well. So if you want to learn more about MDEP, definitely subscribe to the Teams Rooms Tech Talk channel and watch out for our sessions all on the expert series. So we always post them there. We've previously done events, how to deploy Microsoft Places as well. If you want a step-by-step guide, you're going to find it on our Tech Talk channel as well. But yeah, I would love to throw the questions out to the audience now. We've got about 5 minutes left. If you have any questions about the Pro Management Portal, if you've got any questions, feel free. We've got a microphone on the side here. We've got a question over here.
So you mentioned that we'll be migrating the Android devices from Teams Admin Center to Pro Portal.
Yes.
The first question would be, do you have any date for that? And the second question, what would be the advantage of that?
Yeah, great question. So the advantages are obviously, I'll start with that one because that's the easy one, is how we manage Teams rooms on Windows devices today. If you jump into the Pro Management Portal, you've got device health, you've got sign-in health, you've got connectivity to the peripherals. So we can able to use the incident management side of the Pro Management Portal, the analytics insights from the Pro Management Portal as well. But most importantly, I think, is leveraging the update rings and update control for Teams rooms on Android devices, which is one of the most critical things. As for a timeline, as to when we're going to be bringing that, we are estimating around a summer release, and this is in line with what Ilya was sharing in the GPA Lounge yesterday. So the summer timeframe is when we're hoping to have Android devices move across, and that is what we're aiming for at the moment. If that comes in sooner, we will all be rejoicing, I have no doubt. Yeah, there are key advantages by having Teams rooms on Android and also MDEP devices coming across to the Pro Management Portal. But I will highlight as well, it's not just Teams devices, it's all Teams rooms devices, it's all Teams devices. Your panels, your phones, Teams rooms on Android, Teams rooms on Windows, all managed as under that Pro Management Device Management Portal. Another question here.
Okay, so do I have to onboard all the devices to the Pro Management Portal from the Admin Center again, or it automatically migrates to the Pro Management?
Yeah, great question. So there will be a migration plan for those devices. It will be somewhat an automated process for them to move across, but devices that, if they get stuck, there will be a manual process to also onboard them onto the Pro Management Portal as well. So, yeah, more information will be made available on how that process looks like further towards our summer release. Alrighty. Thank you very much for the session today. I appreciate your attendance, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you all jumping into the Pro Management Portal and having a play. Thank you very much.